those who weren't able to tune in to engage, both Eddie Lehner, who is our CEO, and myself, and I swear we did not compare notes. I didn't know what he was going to be presenting on. Eddie spent a fair amount of time talking about an essay that was written by Mark Andreessen. Mark Andreessen is a venture capital titan, if you will, resides out on the West Coast, and he's taken a number of very large startups public and made a ton of money doing it. He's quite good within the space. He wrote an essay titled "It's Time to Build," and this essay was actually written over a year ago at this point. Eddie kind of harkened back to that approach, which is, we've got all these technological innovations, and I'm definitely paraphrasing here. But we've got all of these technological innovations. You know, we've got cryptocurrencies that are growing. We've got electric vehicles that are growing. We've got the metaverse that's a brand new thing, and yet we still have bridges that are crumbling. We have, you know, shortages of energy sources. We have countries running out of food in certain situations. And I think the essence of what Eddie talked about, and also what I talked about, which this is one of my slides, is I think there needs to be a slight, mean reversion back to this old economy. So I've dubbed it the revenge of the old economy, which is all of those digital improvements and technological advancements are all well and good. And I think they are absolutely going to be part of our future over the coming 5, 10, maybe 30 years. But I think we've forgotten about building blocks of how we ultimately get there. You know, we can't have electric vehicles and charging stations without more copper. We can't have electric vehicle batteries without more lithium, cobalt, nickel. And all of those things are pretty foundational to our economy. And I would say we're finding out, and what we're witnessing really globally, is lack of investment, lack of focus, and lack of employees being in those places has caused situations where a lot of those building blocks, we're running low on materials, we're running low on energy, and they've almost been so pushed to the side that they're almost 4-letter words. And I think we probably need to revisit some of those, because as you'll see here in the coming slides, the resulting effect is less availability of materials, higher prices of core goods, being food, energy, shelter. So I think there really is going to be a reversion back to a lot of this. And I will say I changed out one of the images down in the bottom right corner, but I think it's timely because as we sit here today on February 3rd, the price of Facebook, which actually changed its name last year to Meta, they reported earnings last night and they are down, I think, 26, 27% today. It's the biggest move lower in the history of the company. And one of the big critiques is they're spending billions and billions of dollars on the metaverse, and yet, you know, their growth rate just isn't all that strong. So anybody who owns Facebook, I sincerely apologize. It is not fun losing money, but I thought it was a funny little image where it kind of fits into the theme of, you know, Mark Zuckerberg coming out and saying we're changing our name back to Facebook from Meta, because maybe Meta got a little too far into the future for now.